is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Prime.
Hello and welcome. You're watching The Property Show. In our show, we bring you credible investment options in real estate from all the leading cities of India. Our advice is backed by solid research done by our knowledge partner, Lysis for us. And to answer your questions, we have Nemunisa Khan, Head Research and Consultancy South, Lysis for us, in studio with us. Welcome to the show, Nemun. But before we start answering your questions, let's take a look at what we have for you today. After missing the deadline to notify Real Estate Regulation Act, the Tamil Nadu government is likely to notify the RERA rules by the end of this month. While Haryana is yet to give a deadline for the RERA rules to be notified, the state government has assured to set up a strong regulator that will benefit the home buyers. And as part of our regular focus, we will identify projects from reputed builders in Gurugram in a crore-plus budget. We will evaluate Crossings Republic as a property destination in Ghaziabad and will give you some wonderful housing options. From north, we travel to west of India and find out what's available for a pocket-friendly budget of 25 lakhs in Navi Mumbai. Also on our radar will be affordable properties in the emerging suburbs of South Pune. And down south, prime properties in the IT capital of India, Bangalore. After failing to comply with the deadline to set up a realty regulator in the state, the Tamil Nadu government has said that they will notify the rules by the end of this month. Union Minister for Housing, Venkaiah Naidu, announced this after a review meeting of the urban development and housing projects supported by the centre with the state chief minister.
Government of Tamil Nadu has prepared draft rules and is in the process of notifying the final rules under Real Estate Act. I am happy about it because the Parliament has passed the legislation. Every state need to issue rules. Draft rules published, objections received. Now they have to finally notify the same by the end of this month. I explained to them they have to appoint regulatory authorities, operate tribunals. They are going to appoint the same, they assured me. Otherwise there will be a difficult problem if there is no operate authority or if there is no tribunal, registration will not be accepted. If there is no registration, no project can start. The real estate covers all projects, including ongoing projects and future projects. Let there be no confusion. I am not asking builders to do anything out of the way. What you have promised, fulfill it. What you have promised, the carpet area, show the carpet area. That is the rule number 2. Whatever time you have promised, stick on to the time, that's all. If you don't follow, then you will be fined. And if you violate, even that also, you will be jailed.
Meanwhile, amid fears that the Haryana RERA rules have been diluted to favour builders, Haryana's finance minister and a key politician of the state, Captain Abhimanyu, assured the home buyers that Haryana government will leave no stone unturned to protect the interests of the home buyers. He also clarified matters related to the payment of VAT by home buyers. Home buyers of Gurugram have been protesting against the dilution of RERA rules in the state for some time now, and the property show has also received complaints against builders charging VAT arbitrarily.
There is no reason to worry on this front because government of Haryana is totally committed to the protection of interest of the consumers and flat and plot buyers of the real estate sector. And I can assure on behalf of the government of Haryana that the interest of each and every consumer will be protected fully and completely.
So by when can by when will we have the permanent regulator in Haryana?
I won't be able to comment on that because this is not my department, but we would want it to happen sooner than later.
So VAT payment has been another area of concern for the home buyers. What is happening there? You also mentioned about some scheme that is going on. So would you like to clarify on that?
Yeah, we have clarified it more than number of times that whatever VAT a developer has paid to the government, to the Excise and Taxation Department as a dealer, that is the maximum VAT that dealer or the developer can charge from its customers. Anyone charging more than that, any customer can seek his grievances redressal in the due court or wherever in the administrative machinery, wherever it is applicable. But no developer can charge VAT from the customer more than what the developer is liable to pay or what he has actually paid to the government.
So how will a home buyer know what exactly is the liability of the developer as far as VAT is concerned? Is there a formula there that the home buyer can access?
See, it is as simple as that, because going into each and every dealer's accounts it would be a difficult thing for us also to do. Broadly, one can check that if a developer as a dealer has participated in the alternative tax compliance scheme or one-time settlement scheme, then the applicability of VAT on the total value of the transaction is 1.05%. Now, since most of the developers have either participated or will probably participate, so it is very easy benchmark to compare and calculate that on the total value 1.05% is the liability. But there could be cases wherein the dealers and developers have paid more VAT, those who have not participated in the scheme or they have paid earlier. So in that case, the peculiarity can arise, which again, he can always seek from the developer, and if the developer doesn't provide, then he can seek the grievance redressal, and RERA will be one authority which will be working towards the protection of interest of the buyer also.
And now it's time to answer your queries, and we have our first caller on air. We have Harmeet Ahuja with us. Harmeet, please go ahead and ask your question.
Thank you. My question is that I am looking for a 3 BHK apartment in Gurugram from
Harmeet, can you hear me?
my options. Yeah, currently my options are IREO Uptown or Supertech Azalea or Central Park Flower Valley.
Okay.
So anything from these 3 properties, or apart from that, can you help me suggest on this?
Okay, so it seems you have increased your preferences as well, because when you sent us the email, it was Central Park 1 and 2, but it seems there is an overlap between our recommendation and your preferences. So I'll let Nemun do the talk. Nemun, as you can see, Harmeet has already done his research and has suggested multiple options. Now, what do you think about the area that he's choosing? First, we'll have to come down to the micro market. Which micro market do you think is best for him? And also then, what do you think about his preferences?
So, I think the kind of budget that he's saying, something around, and he's looking with a micro market which is around Gurugram. I think Golf Course Extension Road will be the perfect market for him. The average price out here is around 11,000 rupees per square foot. And even if you look at the kind of demand that this area has seen in the recent few years, it's been very decent because of the trickling effect, or you could say it's an affordable alternative to the already existing ultra luxury golf course road. So I think this is a market which would perfectly suit your requirement. And as far as the projects is concerned, I think one project which was selected by you, Central Park 2, which I think falls on the Sona Road, is also something that you can look into. I think you'd mentioned it in the email. A smaller 2 BHK maybe would fit your budget in this particular market. The average price in Sona Road would also be around the same lines. So I would say that, there's fundamentally nothing wrong with this project also. If you want, you can go ahead with this. If you look at Golf Course Extension Road, I think in terms of annual appreciation, currently there has been a little distress in the market. The annual appreciation has been around negative 1.4%. So I would say if you're again diving into this market, then there are a lot of scope for negotiations. So negotiate hard, and I would say that if you're looking at resale, then you can look at Pioneer Park project, which is in Sector 61. Again, this is not a very old project. It's been completed only like a year or two back. So you may be able to fetch a good deal for in a resale market for this project, and as well as it will also fit your budget, and the sizes of 2 BHK out here are very large. And like you, I think Ero Uptown is one project that you were asking right now, and this is also a part of our recommendation. I think even this is a fantastic project. It is in Sector 61. It's also available in resale market. Again, you know, a lot of options will be available of a larger size 2 BHK in the kind of budget that you're looking at. So I think we'll give you go ahead with Ero Uptown as well.
Okay, so let's quickly take a look at the money that you'll have to pay to buy these houses. In case you don't go for Central Park, then the options that Nemun has suggested, out of that, first one is Pioneer Park, and the price that you'll have to pay over there is 8,300 rupees per square foot, and in case you opt for a 2 BHK, the unit size you're going to get is 1,400 square feet. The other option that she has suggested is Ero Uptown, and the price there is 8,000 rupees per square foot, and the unit size for a 2 BHK apartment would be 1,421 square feet. So these are the two options she's suggesting to you. Let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Amit Joshi with us right now. Amit, go ahead and ask your question.
Sir, I have a question. Actually, I'm looking for a property in the Crossing Republic area. I have already zeroed down two societies. One is Paramount Symphony and the other is Aragon Gold Villa. So, actually, I am looking for this for the settlement purpose. So, I would like to know how are the future prospects of that area and what is the rate in that area.
What is the name of the Arihant project that you have zeroed on?
It's the Aragon Gold Villa.
Okay. So, we'll just quickly tell you about the area, and we have got some recommendations for you as well. I think which again would be sort of overlapping with your preferences, but since you didn't send it to us in the email, we wouldn't be able to do a full check on that. Nemun, what do you think about that area, Crossing Republic, for you know, living purposes and use purposes especially?
From end user point of view, I would say it's pretty decent. The you know, the Crossing Republic is a huge township of more than 300 acres, and it's a unique combination of township wherein a host of developers like Gorson, Supertech, Paramount, Arihant, they all have come together to develop this township. And right now, I think most of the projects within the townships are delivered. In fact, I think more than 5,000 families are already staying in this area, which means, like, you know, the critical mass is already developed. So in terms of your convenience stores and everything, or the retail would have followed the critical mass. So I think in terms of livability, this is a decent area to look into. And even the average price out here is 3,293 rupees per square foot. So a 3 BHK of your preferred size of around 1,500 square foot would easily fit your budget and would be easily available to you. But having said that, I would say that if you look at the inventory overhang, there's a huge amount of ready supply in this market, and that is one of the reasons why you should negotiate hard, because there are deep discounts that are available in wide deals in the market. So when you look at the projects in the resale, you should negotiate hard and get yourself a good deal out of this market. The annualized returns out here, on the other hand, it has been around 2% in the past 2 years, owing to the huge inventory overhang. So I would say if you're investing here, keep a decent horizon of at least 5 to 7 years for a good return on your investment. Coming to the projects, we've selected the Royal Cliff by Prateek Group. Paramount Symphony, I think you've already, this has been in your list as well by the Paramount Group. Even this is a decent project. And then you can also look at Arihant Ambience. In fact, all these 3 projects, they are available in the resale market, and the sizes also are very good in all 3 of them. I think they will suit your requirement.
So let's quickly take a look at the price that you'll have to pay in these 3 projects. First is Royal Cliff, and here the price is 3,368 rupees per square foot, and unit size for a 3 BHK apartment is 1,633 square feet. The second option is Paramount Symphony, and the price here is 3,246 rupees per square foot. This is an all-inclusive price, and unit size for a 3 BHK apartment is 1,895 square feet. The third option that Nemun has suggested is Arihant Ambiance, and the price here is 3,550 rupees per square foot. This is again an all-inclusive price, and unit size for a 3 BHK is 1,690 square feet. So these are the 3 options where you can put in your money. Let's go ahead and take our next caller on air. We have Ayush Singh with us. Ayush, go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, hello. I'm Ayush from New Delhi. I'm looking for a 2 or 3 BHK ready-to-move flat in Noida Sector 75 or in nearby areas close to proposed metro stations. And my budget is close to 70-75 lakhs. And I've shortlisted a project in Sector 75, which is Panchil Pratishtha. Please let me know if I can go ahead with the project, and also suggest some other projects in the same area. Thank you.
We will do that. So Ayush likes the Sector 75 area. What do you think about that area, and also the Panchil Pratishtha?
Certainly. I think, see, area-wise, Central Noida is still in a developing stage, but I would say that it is slowly graduating towards a mature market, with a lot of projects being in the advanced stage and, you know, most likely to get completed by the end of this year or early next year. So there is a certain amount of critical mass that is getting developed in this region. I would say in terms of the project also which he selected, Panchil Pratiksha, it's a standard mid-segment project. The average price of this location is around 4,999 rupees per square foot, and I think this particular project also is dealing with in a price which is in fact lower than the average price on the market. So this is a decent deal that you are getting, and I don't think there is fundamentally anything wrong with the project, so we will definitely give you a go ahead. The project is also located on the main sector road itself, and it is also I think a kilometer or 2 away from the under construction metro like you wanted. So I think we will definitely ask you to go ahead with your choice, and if you are looking at some other options, then we have also recommending you a few more options in the vicinity. You can look at Magnolia Park, which is in Sector 119. This is also available in the resale market, so you may be able to get a good deal in case you are a good bargainer. And then there is also Apex Athena, which is also located in Sector 75 like you wanted, and this project is in the advanced stages of construction, and it will most likely get completed by the end of this year or so. The construction pace is decent. You may also consider this one if you like a buffer for your possession.
So let's quickly take a look at the prices being offered in these 2 projects. First is Magnolia Park, and the price is ranging from 5,000 to 5,400 all-inclusive per square foot, and the size for a 2 BHK apartment is 1,467 square feet. The other option is Apex Athena, and the price here is 5,050 rupees per square foot, and unit size for 2 BHK apartment is 1,295 square feet. So before we move on, we would like to remind you, in case you're looking to buy any property or need any advice in investment, then do write to us at property@ndtv.com. But please don't forget to leave your full name and contact number so that our team can get in touch with you. Let's go ahead and take our next question, which has been sent as an email to us. Rajesh Mehta says that he wants to invest about 60 lakhs. He is thinking of investing in Pune in NIBM Annex, and he's interested in Kingston Atlantis. This is what he likes. This is by Vedanta Developers. What do you think about that area, and what do you think about this project, Nemun?
The project which he's talking about, Kingston Atlantis, it's located in Mohammadwadi area, like you mentioned. But I would say the immediate vicinity of the project is very livable. Like every kind of social and physical infrastructure is already present in this location. So in terms of the price point that this project is offering and the kind of infrastructure around it, I think we'll definitely give him a go-ahead for this project. The average price of this area is around 4,687 rupees per square foot. The annualized returns haven't been that high. It's been around 0.2% in this micro market, owing to the less availability of supply also in this market. So I think if you're looking at this particular market, then keep a long-term horizon, because it is seeing a certain amount of demand that is trickling because of a saturation from the NIBM NX, and its proximity to Hadapsar is also pretty decent. So I think keep a long-term horizon, and then this micro market will give you good returns in future. Coming to few more projects, I think we've picked in the same bracket for you. You can look at Margosa Heights Phase 4. I think this is also an advanced stage of construction. It might get completed by the end of this year. And then there is also another interesting project, Cleveland Park. This project is in the mid stages of constructions. I would say, looking at the construction phase, it's most likely to get completed by next year or so. But this is very close to the Corinthians Club, so this might also be a good option for you.
So closer look at these two projects. First is Margosa Heights Phase 4, and the price you'll have to pay over there is 4,800 rupees per square foot for a 2 BHK which has a unit size of 1,050 square feet. The other option that Nemun has suggested is Cleveland Park, and the price you have to pay is 4,500 rupees per square foot for a 2 BHK which has a unit size of 1,095 square feet. So it's time for a short break now. When we come back, we get you prime properties from noted developers in Bangalore.